Welcome to episode 1 of our series on how to treat hormonal acne without the birth control pill. I am so excited to have you here, and today you're going to learn these 6 signs that I often look for in clients to know that they're struggling with hormonal acne. I know if you're here watching this, you want an all-natural, no chemicals, no pills, no creams approach to healing your acne naturally. I created this hormonal acne series to share all of the steps that I took to heal my hormonal acne naturally, plus the tips that I've shared with thousands of clients over the years to help them start to heal their hormonal acne naturally too. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video, and stay tuned for a giveaway for my Clear Code acne program, signature acne program goodies. Yes. When I'm working with the client, there are 6 questions that I ask them to try to figure out if they're struggling with hormonal acne as a root trigger. So do you see yourself in 4 of these questions? If you can, type yes, this is me below because I want to support you. And I'm going to go over them for you, okay? And then we're going to go a little bit more in depth about them. So number 1 sign that I see if people are struggling with hormonal acne is that they have acne along their jawline, their mouth, their chin area, and cystic acne underneath their jawline. Number 2 is that they get breakouts mid-cycle, so about 14 days after their period starts. Number 3 is that they get breakouts 2 days-ish before their period starts, okay? So like, right before their period. Number 4 is that they have taken the hormonal birth control pill. Number 5 is that they got their period a little early. And number 6 is that they have a crazy sweet tooth. Okay? Does that sound like you? Can you say yes to 4 or more of those? If so, you might be struggling with some hormonal acne as a root trigger for you. That might be like hormonal imbalance issues might be your root trigger. Okay? So here's why these 6 questions, signs, symptoms, always indicate some hormonal acne to me. So number 1, when it comes to jawline, chin, cystic acne. So I really believe in the ancient practice of face mapping. I have a video on it. I'll link to it below. But basically what happened for me was my acne over the year changed. And I started to realize that what was going on in my body was actually showing up in specific places on my skin. And anytime I was struggling with really significant hormonal issues, I always had acne here. And right before I cleared my acne naturally, I had just stopped taking the birth control pill, and I was training to become a fitness instructor. So my hormone levels were crazy, and my testosterone levels I knew were probably really high. And I saw that immediately in my skin, and I see that all the time with my clients. When they have acne here, and then I dig a little deeper, they're struggling with hormonal issues for sure. So breakouts mid-cycle or pre-period are also always just like a surefire sign to me that a client's struggling with hormonal acne, and here's why. So mid-cycle, your estrogen levels are at its peak. And if you're struggling with estrogen dominance, we're going to talk about that in another video, you're most likely having trouble getting rid of excess estrogen in your body, and as a result, you're going to see it show up as cystic acne along your jawline and chin. And then pre-period breakouts, that's usually a time of a lot of hormonal change for your body. So your estrogen levels and your progesterone levels are falling. And as a result, your body's going to kind of go in haywire. And we have an action step for this later on, so stay tuned for that. And this leads us, that last item leads us to our, I think it's 3rd or 4th symptom. So a sweet tooth. Okay, so I need you to understand that blood sugar management is the holy grail of acne healing. If you crave a ton of sugar, have high levels of sugar in your body due to a lot of starbursts, which was the case with me, you're going to have a higher level of this hormone called insulin in your body. Insulin is what regulates your blood sugar levels. And we talk about this in our video on low glycemic diet for acne. But basically, when you have high levels of insulin, you have high levels of this other hormone called insulin growth factor 1. And that hormone can really kind of kick off the process for an acne breakout forming on your face. So you really don't want, like having a sweet tooth, whenever I speak to a client, they have a sweet tooth, I already know they're probably struggling with some hormonal stuff. If you've taken the birth control pill for your acne, I know I did. There's no shame in that game. I get it. We've all done it, most of us, honestly, for varying reasons. I know it really helped my cramps in high school, so like, yes. But it can have some negative consequences. And if I had known what I know now, I probably wouldn't have taken it, but hindsight's 20/20, it's all good. So when you take the pill, it does regulate some stuff for you. But it can also result in some vitamin deficiencies as well as like gut dysbiosis. So it can kind of mess up the bacteria in your gut. And what happens for a lot of you, we're going to talk about this later in the series, is that if you stop taking the pill, you're going to experience an androgen rebound. So basically all the hormones, I'm not going to call them bad hormones, all the hormones that were causing acne for you in the first place that you took the pill to kind of calm, they're going to shoot up. Because they're like, oh, hey, I can come out now. Cool. And that's called an androgen rebound sometimes, and that can cause you to break out a lot. So getting your period before the age of 11 often indicates to me that a client could be struggling a little bit with some hormonal issues. It's just kind of a pattern I've seen. I got my period when I was 9, so this is most of the time when I speak to clients and they got their period before the age of 11, they struggle with some hormonal stuff in their mid-20s, and that's just kind of, unfortunately, how it goes. So what can you do? So we're going to be talking about hormonal acne healing throughout this entire series, but first step for you, and this may sound small, but it's actually really important, and you'd be surprised at how many people don't do this, and if you are one of these people, don't worry. Step number 1 is to start to track your cycle, okay? And this is important for a reason in a second. You want to know when you're ovulating. You want to know when you're about to get your period, because step number 2, during those times, you're going to add in a lot of healthy fats. So things like coconut milk, coconut chips. I love to grab those. Nuts, almonds. You're going to add in more healthy fats during ovulation and pre-period to help balance out blood sugar levels so that those breakouts don't flare as much, because the reason they're flaring is impacted by your blood sugar levels, okay? And bonus step 3, you're going to grab a bitter herb like dandelion tea or milk thistle. I have an entire video on why dandelion tea is amazing for your skin, so you can grab that via the link below, but that's the 3rd step. It's going to help support some estrogen clearance. And we're going to talk about that a little bit in a video on liver and liver detoxification in your acne too. So grab that via the link below as well. So now that you have these 6 signs or symptoms of hormonal acne, would you like more hormonal acne support in particular? I've created a download of 9 hormonal acne supplements that you can grab, so you grab that via the link below, okay? Also, if you want to join a safe, private, and empathetic group of people struggling with their acne just like you, we have a private group over on Facebook where you can meet other people struggling with skin stuff as well, so find that via the link below as well. If you like this video and you want more hormonal acne healing support, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. Or a spot in the scholarship giveaway we are doing for the clear code, make sure you check the details below because they'll be there. Thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video, and I'll see you next week.